Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I'm your yarn host Jennifer. I have a lot I want to discuss today, so this may be a longer video than just a Vlogmas video, or yeah, Vlogmas. First of all, you guys, except for yesterday where there was no new cards, I've gotten a lot of cards every single day in my post office box. Today I have to go back again because there's either 9 or 13 more, which is insane. I got some fantastic handmade cards. There are some handmade ornaments in here. You guys, I love handmade stuff. Look at this. How beautiful. There's more than just that. I mean, there's more handmade in here, but there's a lot and I don't want to sit here for 5 hours and show all of them to you. There's some on my door. Joe from Joe's Web sent me some gorgeous stitch markers. You guys, you got me overwhelmed. I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much for all of the love and the cards. They make me so happy. And I'm going to hang them on my door because I have, you guys have seen the French doors that go into my craft room. I'm going to cover that door, those set of doors, with all the cards that you guys have sent me. And so far so good. We have like a quarter panel of the door already done, and those are going to go up next. And I wanted to say thank you, first of all. And then I wanted to talk to you about what I've been doing. I am feeling better. I know my voice is still really rough. I made it all the way through my steroids, and I didn't realize how good those steroids were making me feel until I ran out of them. And it was like I tanked the first day that I ran out of steroids. So that really got me through a crazy weekend because this weekend we wanted to go cut down our tree. Although we didn't cut it down this year. We usually go to a farm and cut our tree down. But the prices have been ridiculous for the local farms. There's the one farm we go to, the guy every single year jacks his price up because he's competing with a big name farm down the road, and he doesn't offer any of the same stuff the big farm does, but for some reason he thinks it's okay to charge the same prices. And I quit going to him because of that, because I feel like he's ripping people off. He's got a beautiful farm and his trees are beautiful, but I can't see paying over $100 for a 6-foot tree. It doesn't make sense. So we went to another farm in the area because there's a lot of farms around us. And this one, oh, it's so beautiful and it smells good. This new farm we'd been to, we went years and years ago to pick pumpkins at this farm. And so I decided to go back this year to see if they had any good trees. And they did. And all the trees were under this huge barn. So there's maybe 150 trees all canopied over a wooden open-sided barn. So you didn't get rained on, you didn't get snowed on, or none of the weather could hit you. It was really beautiful, and I took pictures, and I'm going to try to post those in here. They're just cell phone pictures, but I did take a picture of the barn and the trees because it was gorgeous. And that was really cool. And then we also decided this weekend to cook a Thanksgiving meal. And I know I had Thanksgiving in Michigan. My sister hosted it, and for the past several years we've done Christgiving in Michigan. So usually up until this year I bring food and I cook food in someone else's kitchen because I am an amazing cook. I mean, that's not me trying to be braggy and full of myself, but there's a reason I'm a big girl. I am an amazing cook. It is one of my absolute talents. I can taste something in a restaurant and come home and recreate it almost perfectly. It's one of those things that I have been gifted with. I'm so sorry about the cough, guys. I am trying to get rid of it. So that was another thing we did this weekend. And the reason I wanted to have a Thanksgiving meal at home is because it's my kitchen. It's my food. It's my utensils. I really bloom in my kitchen because it's mine. It's my space, you know. And my husband helps. He's a really good baker. So he made a pumpkin cheesecake that was so good, because I'm not a big pumpkin pie flavor. I don't like pumpkin pie spice at all. I don't like cloves. Ugh. But I will eat a pumpkin cheesecake because it's really mild, you know. And he loves pumpkin pie, so he made me a pumpkin cheesecake, which was really sweet. So anyway, we made the big Thanksgiving meal, and my steroids were still there, thank God, because we ran several places to find the tree. We brought the tree home. We set the tree up. I made a big Thanksgiving meal. We tried to decorate outside, but I kind of ran out of steam, and I think my husband did too. It was just a lot this weekend with me just getting over sick. I can usually do a lot, you know, but it was not happening. It was not happening. So now I'm tired, and I'm out of steroids, and I still feel sick, and the heater is busted. Don't know what's wrong with it. Of course, you know, of course it's gonna go out when it's the coldest outside. It dropped down into the 20s last night, and the heater is not working. So that's why I'm extra hoarse today, and probably extra coffee, just because there's no heat in the house. And right now I have the oven on, and if it gets too cold, the Christmas tree will move into that room, and I will turn the fireplace on. But right now it's about 55, 56 degrees in the house, which I can manage because, like, I'm from Michigan. I'm okay with the cold, and we have a lot of blankets, thank God. We have a lot of blankets. Last night, I think there were 6 blankets on my bed between me and my husband and my 5-year-old, because it's just, I would rather him be in bed with us being warm than in another room by himself. And, you know, I'm not chancing that. And then my daughter was in bed with the 2 dogs and like 3 blankets, so they were all toasty warm. Huh, baby girl? I don't know if you see Oreo. Well, now you can see Oreo. Huh, baby girl? I know. Don't lick me in my face. Mama loves you. So hopefully the part comes in today to get the heater fixed so that we have heat. But if not, I mean, it's not the worst thing that can happen right now, because we do have a fireplace and it's gas, so there's no like extra cost right now to run that. I would just have to move all of the Christmas decorations that way, which I don't have a problem doing. And then I don't even have a problem moving the beds downstairs and sleeping in front of the fireplace. Like, I'd rather be warm and not sick, you know. So I wanted to update you guys about Thanksgiving in Michigan. My brother-in-law loved his Ninja Turtle setup that I made, the hat and the mitts. And my sister took a picture of him playing video games wearing his gloves. And I laughed. It was so funny because he's one of those people that he mumbles under his breath and he talks crap, you know. And so if he don't like something, you're going to know he don't like it, because he's going to do that mumbling thing that drives me insane. And so he didn't do that about that, but he did not like the tree skirt I made them. My sister loved it. I don't know if it's under the tree or not, but once it leaves me, it's not my problem anymore. So we'll just, whatever. My sister loved all the stuff I made her. I made her a poncho, and I made the baby a matching poncho, which was so cute. I don't have pictures of any of that. I made her a shawl. I made her a tree skirt. They loved everything. We went to go see, in the area that I'm from, they have something called the Heinz Lights, the Heinz Drive Lights. It's this really long road, and it's like a service road type thing. And it's only open when it's good weather, because like if it's in a floodplain, so it floods. But every winter they do this gorgeous, I don't even know how many miles it is, but it's miles of Christmas lights along the road, like those really big light displays. And it's only $5 a car to drive through this. And it's probably easily worth $20 a car. It is just an amazing light show. And we always go to that. And we got to do that on Thanksgiving evening after dinner. And that was really cool. And then that weekend, something called Fantasyland opened. And Fantasyland is in Lincoln Park, Michigan. It started with this man. His daughter died. She was like 19 or 21. And to honor her, every Christmas in his house, he would create Fantasyland. And he had animatronic elves and like a big talking Christmas tree that would talk to you. And it was just, and that was where we would go for Christmas because it was free. And they obviously accepted donations, and we would go there, and Santa would be there, and we'd sit on Santa's lap. And it was every year we went. And then the city got a lot of complaints because it was in the guy's house in the neighborhood, and it was just overwhelming to the neighborhood, and the neighbors were mad, and so they closed it down, and everybody was upset. But the city decided to keep it open in one of the city buildings, and so now it's $1 to get in, a person, which is amazing. $1, and it's all the same animatronics and like decorations and lights and Santa is amazing. And they have Mrs. Claus walks around and talks to the kids, and they have little elves, local elves, you know, teenagers. They walk around, they talk to the kids, and my kids love it. And I love taking my kids to some place that I got to go as a child. It's just really cool. And so that was our Thanksgiving weekend. I wanted to update you guys on that. And Scarlett is here now. I know, everybody loves Mama today. I know, you gotta get down now. I'm not gonna apologize for the dogs anymore. You guys seem to like the dogs being in the video. Now they're gonna bite on each other. It is what it is. Girls, stop. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. No, I'm not bed. Good girl, Oreo. Okay, so now I'm going to cut into what I've been making. And we got about 5 minutes before my clock goes off, so, you know, what are you gonna do? You guys know that I love the Premier Nordica yarn. Oh my god. I bought 2 skeins of this because I wanted to make sure I had enough to make my husband a hat and a scarf. And I didn't know how much the hat would take. How gorgeous is this hat? I am like obsessed with this yarn, you guys. Like, so obsessed. And again, I wanted, just like I did the pink scarf, I wanted to start it with a dark color. Because I just think it looks nice. That way you know what you're getting. Because with that yarn, like, you don't know where the skein is going to start. It could start in the center of this gray, and then the other side you got to try to match it up, and I'm not good at matching up. So I'd made the scarf first, and I started with the dark, and it's trimmed in black. I just found some, I think this is the Premier Just yarn I got at the Dollar Tree, and I just trimmed a little bit of black. But I start with the darkest color, and I work my way up, and I did it exactly the same way that I did the pink one. I don't know if this is long enough to do it this way, but well, you guys get the idea. He's not going to wear it that way anyway. He will probably wear it like this because that's just how he wears scarves, you know. But I did gray because he wears business clothes to work. You know, he's all fancy when he goes to work, and so I thought gray would go with everything. Although he has a beige wool coat, which doesn't go with that, but it goes with his black suit coat. So anyway, I made the scarf, and I wanted to make the hat. And so I made one, but I wasn't sure if it would fit him. So just to be safe, I made a second one, and there is a slight difference in size. They both fit onto my head, which means they will fit onto his head, but I wanted it to be form-fitting because I'm really bad with making hats too big because I have a big head and I have a lot of hair. And so I made 2, and whatever one does not fit him fits my son. So I got a spare so his Christmas is not ruined, because it's going to be a Christmas gift. But I made them exactly the same. This is so easy and fun to work with this yarn. Like, it's just, oh my god. So after doing that, because I wanted to start with the dark gray, I had to pull, you know, a lot of the gray off to make sure, because the lighter gray is a bigger section. And to get to this, sometimes you got to go through all this to get to it. So I pulled that off and I balled it, and I had like 5 balls of light gray left over after I made this and this out of 2 skeins. So this was 1 whole skein, and this was maybe a half a skein. maybe a half a skein. Because there's a lot of yardage. There's like, I think 600 yards in the Nordica. I may be wrong. It may be more than that. But I think there's 600 yards in the Nordica. And after making the 2 hats, I had all these little balls left over, you know. So this is not this patterning stuff. I mean, I should say it wrong. I did not crochet it to do the self pattern. Okay. I just did this, and this is not Crystal from Bag O' Day's cowl because I did not have it on me. So it's not her pattern, but it's what I could remember, the elements that went into her pattern. So, and I changed it up a little bit because with me having bigger boobs, the pattern does not lay right on my chest. It's not a fault of her pattern at all. I have big boobs and they're wide, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too graphic with that, but so what I did is I cut it in here. I did some decreases on this part of the triangle so that it comes this way, and then I did the cowl on it. And this still does not fit me, but it's because I used all of the gray yarn I had left over and it wasn't big enough, so it doesn't look quite right on me. So I think this is going to be a gift for maybe my daughter because she's smaller than me. But oh my God, I fell so in love with this yarn all over again because it's self-patterning. You think you have to only do the pattern. Well, at least that's the way I thought. Like, if I'm going to pay for a patterning yarn, I'm going to only pattern it with it. But with all the extras left, I love the way this color turned out. I love the way there's stripes. But it's like, it's not so, you know, this yarn could be used for any project. And I just now realized that. But I absolutely love this. I love this yarn. And it just feels so good. So, and I've made other stuff. You see how there's like, this should go up this way, but I took it in here. So these are where the decreases were of the triangle, so that it lays more flat on the chest. Cue my clock. At least it's Christmas now, you know. So that's what I've been doing. I'm gonna wait till the clock's done. I love that clock. So what else? I've been making other stuff, but I don't really have that to show you because I made some Christmas dishcloths or like hand towels because I don't know where crochet towels have been all my life because I love them, and everybody in the family is starting to love them. Like my husband was bathing my son last night, and he's all, Juju, that's what we call my daughter's Juju. Juju, go get me a washcloth out of the bathroom, out of mommy's bathroom, you know, our bathroom, because they were in the hall bathroom. And so she goes in there, she brings back a regular washcloth, right? And he looks at her, he goes, I don't want that, go get me one of the ones mom made. And so my daughter goes back and she gets one and she shakes it out as if it's dusty. I don't know why. And she hands it to him. My husband is like obsessed with these washcloths. He says they work better. And they're just Premier Home Cotton washcloths. So, you know, and I noticed I have the baby doll dress towel in my kitchen from Bag O' Day. And every time I wash my hands, I reach down on the stove and I dry my hands off with the towel and it stays there. I don't use it for anything else other than drying my wet hands, you know. And I had a towel hanging up in our downstairs powder room. It's just a powder, it's a half bath. I have a little towel hanging up in there. Stop. And every time somebody washes their hands, they're using that towel and it's starting to stretch a little bit. So I wanted to replace it, but I wanted a Christmas one. And I got all that great Christmas cotton at the Premier warehouse sale. And so I pulled out the red, green, and white. I don't remember the name of it. Holly Heart. I don't remember what it's called. Anyway, so I made a towel and I made it wrong, but it still works. I made it so the button folds over and hooks onto my my towel bar. My video cut off and I didn't realize it, and I kept talking for another 10 minutes. So what I was saying in this video was I tried to make the towel to button around a circular towel bar, but the stitches where the button was too small for the button to fit through, and it did not fit on the bar correctly. So I actually had to flip the towel around backwards, and now the button that's supposed to show on the front is through the back. But it's fine, and it's beautiful, and it works out very well. And I had to put this on because I'm chilly because the heat is not working. But, you know, it is what it is. So I didn't want to just cut the video there. I wanted to come in and finish it because I did have something to say. Speaking of Premier Yarns, since I mentioned it a bunch in this video, and honestly, I don't think I could live without my Premier Yarns. I love it so much. A couple of things. They have a new yarn out. It is called Spun Colors, I believe. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. And I am going to have some. It is so beautiful. So check that out. Like, seriously. It won't be to you by Christmas if you order it right now, but I mean, it'd be something to get with your tax money. So, that, and also, there is a survey that was created by Creative Grandma and Premier Yarns. And I'm going to link the survey below. And I would like you guys to take a minute out of your day and go take the survey. It is trying to get Premier Yarns in more box stores. Now, I live in an area where we have a lot of retailers close to us. I have several Walmarts within driving distance. I have 3 Walmarts in driving distance. I have a Michael's, a Joann's, a Hobby Lobby, and for right now, an AC Moore. But we know AC Moore's going away. AC Moore is the only store I can find any abundance of Premier Yarn at. And it's not even that great. Like, it's a very small section. But the survey is going to help to try to get Premier into more stores, because the yarn department is like suffering right now. There is a huge abundance of yarn available to us on the internet, but not in the stores. And I don't have a problem ordering online because most of my yarn comes from Premier.com, PremierYarns.com. Most. Just because I can't find it in the stores. So the survey is it's like a 5-minute survey. It won't take up much of your time. And I believe there is a coupon at the end of the survey if you take it to give you a little reward, you know. It just asks you what kind of yarn would you like to see in a store. Me personally, I would love to see the basics. The basics, I think, would serve a wider variety of people because it's at around the same price point as Red Heart Super Saver. But to me, it's a better quality yarn. It's softer, it's squishy, it's delightful to work with. And I really think that the basics could take over Red Heart Super Saver, honestly. There is a ton of colors. There's a ton of variety. Like, and I have a whole stock of it. I have a whole shelf of it. I love the basics so much. I would love to see that in Walmart. I would actually love to see it in Hobby Lobby as well, and Michael's, but Michael's doesn't have any Premier yarns right now at all. Not one single skein of Premier. So, and Hobby Lobby is really all about their own brand. So, let's go for Walmart. Hey, let's go. Because my Walmart's terrible. My Walmart has puzzle yarn, and that's it. And it only has like maybe 2 or 3 different puzzle yarns. So I need more variety. And I love the puzzle yarn. I will gladly buy the puzzle yarn. And as a matter of fact, I'm hoping I get some for Christmas. I told my husband I want puzzle yarn. Because I really like it. It's like my favorite yarn to work with for hats and scarves. Because it's plump and plushy and like, I don't know, I love it. So if you will, take a minute to do that survey. I would really appreciate it. Yeah, that's all I had to say before I end the video. I wanted to thank you guys again for my cards and my gifts, the handmade stuff. I love it so much. being a maker and being someone who hand makes stuff with love for the people I care about, when I get something like that back from you guys, it makes me all like, if I talk about it too much, and the video I thought was still recorded, I actually got choked up talking about this. That's why I'm not opening any more cards on the video, because I've cried several times just opening the handmade cards, the handmade items, you know. The fact that you guys took time out to make me a card or crochet me something or make me a stitch marker, that is just, it's so much to me, you guys. I don't know how to fully express how much that means to me. So I just wanted to thank you all, every single one of you that sent me a card. Thank you. I have received a lot from all over the country, and yesterday I even got some from Canada. So that's really, really cool. I'm going to make a map sometime soon. It's probably going to be a digital map because I don't have a paper map. But I'm going to make a digital map, and I'm going to mark all the places that I got cards from you guys, so you guys can see that. And it might have like your first name and where you're from. So that way you guys know that I did get your card, and thank you. So, all right, guys. I'm going to go now. I'm going to end the video, and I'm going to try to get this uploaded today. And then I got to go to the post office because there's several more cards in my mailbox. Yay! All right, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.